Hey, you know when the homeless guy down on the corner has a GPS and you don't? It might be time to go ahead and get one. This refurbished unit from Garmin is inexpensive and it's awesome, and I'm going to show you all about it. Look at this. You know, GPSs are everywhere now. In fact, I've gotten to the point where I can't travel around even on streets that I know without my GPS. And if you don't have one yet, it might be because, well, you don't want to spend a ton of money on a unit like this, or maybe you just think that maybe they're too hard to use. Garmin is known for making extremely simple and now very affordable GPS. This is the refurbished Garmin Nuvi 255, and don't let that refurbished thing scare you, because Garmin does a very good job of refurbishing their products, making sure they're all very, very functional, making sure they're all in fantastic condition, and really you're almost not going to be able to tell the difference between a refurbished and a new Garmin GPS, except for maybe the box. That's really the only way you're going to be able to see. But this is a very nice GPS, 3.5-inch touchscreen. As you can see, very easy to navigate. Garmin's very good at making their GPSs easy to get around. Big buttons, easy to use keyboards, easy to read maps. The color schemes are all very nice, and the routing is fantastic. It's got a 4-hour battery on it. This is small enough to be able to take with you wherever you go. You can use this walking. Garmin has pedestrian maps available to you, and you can download those and install them into this GPS, and it does have a micro SD card slot on board as well, so you can store all kinds of extra map data. It'll hold 1,000 waypoints for you. It also will do 2D and 3D maps as you're driving around. And one of the very cool features about this is if you download photos from Panoramio or other services that have geotagged pictures on them, you can load those geotagged photos into this GPS and then navigate to exactly where that photo was taken. So if you see a really cool picture of the beach or a really cool picture of a building you'd like to go see, you can literally load that photo into the GPS and it will navigate directly to that photo using the embedded GPS coordinates that are in that picture, which is very, very cool. And of course, as I said, it's small enough to be able to take with you anywhere. If you're a traveler that rents cars a lot, chances are you're also paying to rent a GPS with that car. This will probably save you tons of money within just a few months of owning it, because when you buy a refurbished Garmin GPS, they're actually very, very inexpensive. Let me show you around some of the menus. Now, as you can see, when you start the GPS, you're presented with two main options. You have View Map and you have Where To. Now, when you push the View Map button, you're going to be immediately taken to a map showing you exactly where you're located at that given time, which can, of course, be very, very handy if you're just trying to get your bearings. However, most of the time, you're going to be navigating to somewhere specific. In order to do that, you simply press the Where To button on the GPS. And when you press this button, you're presented with a number of options. You've got address, go home, points of interest, recently found, favorites, intersections, lots of different options for navigating on this GPS. Now, the ones you're probably going to use the most are going to be address, go home, and points of interest. And as you can see, those are the ones that are immediately presented to you. If you want to navigate to a specific address, simply push the address button, enter your city and address information, and the GPS will automatically route you to where you want to go. Go home allows you to navigate to a predetermined home location, and you've got points of interest, which are going to allow you to immediately find things like food, fuel, transit, lodging, shopping, parking. It's all right there. And of course, if you don't know what category, and when you pull one of these up, it will show you the closest to your current location. So if you're running out of gas and you immediately need to find some fuel, simply push the fuel button and it will show you all of the closest fuel locations to you. So really, your excuses for running out of gas pretty much disappear when you have one of these. If you don't know what category a point of interest should be in, you can simply enter the name and it will search for it. Now, one of the things that's very impressive about Garmin GPSs is that the point of interest database on these is extremely extensive. It will probably surprise you how many of the locations you're trying to find are already in this GPS when you get it right out of the box. And of course, you also have the Tools menu, which is going to allow you to configure your new GPS. You've got settings, And under here, you're going to be able to find things such as system settings, time, display settings, all of that stuff. And then you also see this right here, Eco Route. Eco Route is going to allow you to enter information about your vehicle, and it's going now the GPS is going to be able to give you detailed information about things like miles per gallon and how much fuel you are burning. You also have a picture viewer, you have a place to store your data, world clock, and other various widget applications located in this GPS as well. Very easy to get around, very simple software, and designed to not distract you while you're out on the road. This thing sort of just works, and you don't have to worry about futzing around with different settings and buttons while you're out there on the road. Now, getting around the actual GPS is very, very simple. Installation is also very easy. This GPS does come with all of the necessary hardware to mount this GPS either on your dash or on your windshield. It does come with a suction cup, a mounting bracket, and the power cable, so you can plug this into the DC power adapter in your car, and you'll be able to power this thing without having to worry about charging it. It also has a mini USB port on the back for hooking up to your computer so that you can load additional map data and do map updates on the GPS as well. And as you can see right here on the side is where that micro SD slot I was telling you about is located. It's very small, very thin, very easy to use, and very inexpensive. If you haven't stepped into the world of GPSs yet, this is a great excuse to, because you're going to get Garmin quality at a very good price, and you're never going to get lost again. So check this one out. It's the Garmin Nuvi 255. It's the refurbished one, and you can grab it right now. To get more info on the Garmin Nuvi 255 refurbished GPS with a 3.5-inch touchscreen, go to any of the retailers you see up on the screen right now and search for G145-0208RB. For Computer TV, I'm Bauer.